Hello, Buttercup. How are you? Nice, man. Nice. Hopefully, you had a nice Saturday. Oh, I don't know yet, Buttercup. I was thinking about what's his name? Hi, Scott. Welcome back. Uh, I forgot his name. But let's see if I'll choose him. Unless any of you guys have any good ideas, something cool. Oh, that's his name. His name is from DC Comics, Firestorm. He was one of my favorites as a child, and I totally forgot about him. That's a cool name though, Firestorm. But I'm going with the old school Firestorm if I'm doing anything. Yeah, let's do Firestorm. What the? Okay. Okay, that one's good. That one not so much. Now it's better. Okay, my friends, let's go for Mr. Firestorm, as I said. Hello, Algot. Welcome. Oh, I haven't drawn this guy in years, not since I was a child. Means I haven't drawn him as an adult. Yeah, that's what it's been, really. I'm going for a different pose today once more. I'm trying to do them more often. It's more fun like that. So once again, when I do fists, I will stop with the knuckles. Just a reminder, I always say that when I say it in again. Hello, Junes and Lily, welcome. So we have a pose. Poses are good, so let's continue the pose. What I liked about this guy was his design. He had a cool suit, I felt, back when in the days. And there was a storyline when I read him, and it was about this Hyena character. In the end, it was like his girlfriend's sister, I think, who went to Africa and got bitten by a hyena werewolf kind of a thing. But the story was kind of awesome because this hyena was very, very dangerous, I felt. It was something I hadn't seen before in a comic book. A very deadly and dangerous villain like that. Let's start to ink the guy. Hi there, Blastar. Welcome. I'm start to ink Mr. Firestorm here. So let's start with his eyes. This guy, I will not do him with serious angry eyes like I've done for the latest characters the past days, the past week, more or less. But I will play with the shadows though, like I've done lately. Some need it more, some need it less, depending on the character. It's like if you draw the Batman needs a lot of shadows in his face. Because it kind of fits things, it's his thing. Having his face in the shadows. But I need to check his suit. I can't remember all the details in his suit, but he had, okay. Oh, he has this sun kind of a thing going on there. Fairly interesting. He don't look like much at this point, but give it a couple of minutes, you will see. He will turn out like something. Something like that. Now he had these big sleeves, right? Yes, he did. Don't remember a lot of the costume, but it's slowly coming back to me. We need the flame, of course, in the head. Not in the head, but on top of his head. He's got these flaming things going on. But I need to do his famous sun thing on his chest. He had it not in the middle, he had it here. Like so, right? And one of those going like so, and this one going like so, and then we had a third one going like so. He always had this, right? See if we can recreate this. Yeah, I remember this. This is the sun he has on his chest. I don't know if it is a sun, but I always felt it looked like a sun. So it is a sun then, if you feel like that. Yeah. Okay, let's clean him up before we start with all the minor details and the heavy shadows. Of course, we'll always start with that. So it's a good start. His face is more cleaner like this. Now we can, of course we have the light source from the fist here lighting up. I'm gonna try to fix everything so it looks like it's glowing, and we need to fix the shadows going away from the light source. Meaning that we need to have shadows a lot on this side and behind the head and all like that. And the nose is a big thing on the face that's sticking out. So we need to put shadows going up from the nose on this side. But not too much, because we have another light source which is the burning head. There, now he's clean. Well, thank you, Alfred Reed, and welcome. Hitting everything. Okay, let's start with some shadows. Let's see. What I do know is that we're going to put some shadows behind the head. The head is a big thing that creates a lot of shadows, no matter where the light source is coming from. I need to put the round thing here first, because he has these round things on his suit. One there too. But we will not see them, because we will know they're there, we will feel them, but not see them exactly, because of the light source that are coming from different places. So the light source is coming from here, so the shadows should go upwards like this, but we have another light source. We will keep the shadow going like this onto the side instead. We need to do something similar with his face. Put heavy shadow here, because both we have light sources on the left side of this, so it casts a heavy shadow to that side. Even here on this side of the body. Yeah, let's start with that, with the heavy shadows. Let's see if we'll continue that. And we will start with the minor details on the rest of the dude. Now when the shadows, when the light source is coming from down, we should put heavy shadows under the eye, because you have a bone here that is sticking out from the eye, under the eye. But not too much, because we have a light source from up too, so it's a bit complicated, this one. But that's good, because it's a challenge. And we're all about challenges. We'll do, like I said, the nose is a big, it casts a big shadows, always the nose. When you're doing shadows, and because some artists choose to not put lots of shadows. But I like putting a lot of shadows, because that's the charm, I feel. There. And of course, usually you don't put shadows going upward and downward in the same time, but I have to do it here because, like I said, we have two light sources. So this is like the exception. This is how you shouldn't make these kind of a drawings, but we're doing it. Because why not? I put on my Batman voice again. It's back, man, it's back. It's much more clearer with the shadows of what it is we're doing. I'm doing a little bit of the same on this side. Can't remember all the details, but I believe he had something like this, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to do it anyways. There we have a face. Hello, Afro. Well, Afro, I don't know which one. I know there are like. I was just talking about as I was a child, I had this favorite comic book run with Firestorm when his girlfriend's sister came back from Africa and she turned into this hyena. That was an awesome run. I really liked that run. And this is that Firestorm. I don't know if they have more Firestorms today because they have like more of everything and everybody. And I forgot about this character. This was like one of my favorite characters, and I keep forgetting all these badasses. And I remember the art was awesome when they did the hyena run. Yeah, I knew Afro. I knew you know about it. I had a feeling about it. I don't know if you enjoyed that run. You know, in that period here in Sweden, those comics came in black and white. So that comic had like a almost horror feel to it when it came in black and white. So I never read that in color, but I felt the art was amazing. And when it was in black and white, I need to search for it in color though to see. Maybe it will lose some of the magic with colors or the horror feel, because the way that the hyena got the curse was like the same way a werewolf get the curse by getting bitten by another hyena. Damn you all hyenas. It is a challenge, like I said. We have two light sources. The light source in the head and his fists that lights up. So the shadows are not going in a particular way. It's going like two ways. Pat Brodericks, was that the artist? And he did the Doom 2099. Damn, I didn't know that. I learned a lot. I didn't know his name either. Pat Brodericks. What more did Pat Broderick do? Because I really enjoyed his art, though. I can't remember. Can't have heavy shadows, like I said. Need to be careful of them. Isaac is Asimov's Isaac Asimov. Wasn't that the guy who wrote all them rules for the robots? Okay, Legion of Superheroes. I know you like that. I know you like the Legion. I like them too, but I read the old school Legion with Superboy when he was kind of corny, joining them. I always remember the heavy guy having these twin wives. It's kind of odd. And I can't believe that the DC went along with it. Kind of controversial, I feel, today, having like what it felt. It wasn't like, it didn't feel like a monogamous marriage. But people didn't think like that, I think, in this that day and age. Let's see if we can fix his fists to make the effects that I wanted on his fists. Hopefully we'll get it right. Oh, okay. I haven't heard about the iBots, but it sounds interesting though. Hello, Darkness Roar. Welcome. Let's see if we can fix this part of the fist. It's not a very big effect, but it is an effect though. Now, I talked about this before. When you want something, somebody asked me once. I think I made Thor's hammer light up a lot. It was kind of similar to this one. I had the hammer in front of him. It was a close up, and I had a lot of shadows on his face going away from Mjolnir the hammer. And somebody asked me, how do you make it glow so much? And it's all about not putting any details on like this fist, or in that case the hammer, and make a lot of shadows away from it, like I'm doing here, away from the fist and the head, the flames from the head. Okay, we have a lot of details here, but this is like fire, so I want this one illuminated like crazy, so I don't put any details on the fist at all, so it looks like it's glowing more. I'm doing this especially up here because we have a light source coming from up as well as from down. My fingers got stuck in the white that I just made. When I put some white in the all black outline, it kind of looks like it's glowing even more, making it look like almost the effect that the old school artists like Kirby made on Invisible Girl, for example. Of course they didn't do it like this though, but just kind of. Oh, okay. So Afro, what's the doomsday clock? It sounds like Watchman. I believe I don't know anything about doomsday clock, unless it is Watchman. And if this guy was in Watchman, that's like awesome. I'd like to read that. Hello, Junes, and thank you. Okay, but Afro, so it is connected to Watchmen, right? Doomsday Clock. Sounds cool, man. That's cool, man. Pat Brodericks, and I need to search for all these comics to check him out some more. I mean, it's very nostalgic to see those kind of arts at this point for me. Well, thank you, Buttercup. I'm happy you liked it. Just give him a little bit more shadow on this side of his chest, so we know that the chest is a bit risen. But that's about it, because we don't want to destroy too much of the light source. I talk a lot about light sources, but that's some artworks are like based only on the light source. There. There is Firestorm, one of the old greats favorite. But there is a new Firestorm now, or is it the same? Because, and I'm asking this because I was watching, not too much though, but I remember watching The Flash on television, and we had another Firestorm appear. So I felt that they changed him. I need to check out this Doom 2019. I know you've mentioned this one before, and And I remember you mentioned even Craven 2099. So I need to sit down one day and check it out. I remember buying the Spider-Man 2099 and it was like okay. It was nothing like wow. So I didn't continue reading the rest of them, but if it's with good artists like this, I feel it's readable, it's worth the time, I feel. Well, thank you, Afro. Sometimes when you gamble, you feel like I want this light effect, and believe it or not, sometimes you fail. This time I didn't, so I'm happy. And I'm satisfied with this light effect. Ravage 2099, the monster. Are we talking about the Hulk inspired monster for the 2099 universe? Oh, okay. Okay, so there were two monsters there, okay. But what happened with that universe? Did it like every other universe, like did it get destroyed or something, or is it still there? Of course it should be still there if Spider-Man 2099 is still around somehow. That's me playing the drums here. I have the bad habit. This is for all my life. I had this bad habit drumming on every table, and people are always like, "Are you nervous?" And all. No, I just need to have some rhythm with me. I have a rhythm in I wouldn't say in my blood or in my body. I just have a rhythm. I feel I'm vibrating like that. Hello, Bacon. How are you, Bacon? I just finished, dude. I hope you're doing well today. How was your Saturday there, Bacon? Ah, okay. Okay, so it's not the same universe then, Afro. So it is a variant. So they destroyed that original 2099 universe. I mean, Marvel have the like tradition to destroy all this new cool. Oh, another thing, Afro, you're with all the knowledge. I had all the knowledge once, but then I stopped drinking. No, I'm joking. There was this universe. I read it. I can't remember too much about it. It didn't have that impact on me, so I remember. But I remember liking that universe, and it was this. Remember Havoc dying and Havoc ending up in another reality, in another body of himself, and they had like a cool beast design. I remember it was a really wild universe. Did they destroy that universe too? That was the question. Yeah, Mutant X. I was going to say the name was X something. Do you know what happened to it, Afro? I know I can Google all this, but talking about this is a lot of fun. And I'm all about fun. And Mutant X, I need to read that again. And I can't remember how Havoc came back to the 616 universe. But he did, he's still there. Oh really? Very interesting, Afro. I hope they revisit it, if it's still there. Okay, Bacon, what is reincarnation? Is reincarnation what you are drawing for your cousin? And who is it? Sounds interesting anyways, Bacon. I was planning when I decided to do Firestorm to make like a full body flying kind of a thing, but I always say this too. I like to put the details in the face, and it's difficult to do when you have a full body. It's more distance to the face. You don't need to put a lot of details on the face. Oh, I know what reincarnation is, Bacon, but I thought you were drawing a theme for your cousin that was reincarnation, or maybe a character. But that's it, my friends. I did. What was his name? Palmer or something. You see, I have a very good memory. I have a memory like an onion. This is why they call me Onion Head. Okay, but that's good, Bacon, if you're creating your own character. Then you should have your cousin name him or her. That's cool. Okay, my friends, that's it. We did Mr. Firestorm. He turned out okay. Next time, one day, not next time, I'm gonna do the Hyena too, because I really like the Hyena. It was really scary for me at that age. And I felt the Hyena was very powerful too. It was scary powerful. Thank you, Mr. Afro. Okay, did you post it already, Bacon? I see something called Halloween. It's like a little ghost. Or maybe it's not little. But I see you're drawing a pumpkin, right, Bacon? And this is where you go, no, it's not an it's not a pumpkin, it's a chair. That's just a joke that I always tell, because some people, when I'm drawing something and I'm drawing Batman and somebody come in and I just started and they, oh look, it's Batman, and I get very happy, because sometimes when you're drawing something, people, you need to explain what you drew when it's finished. Then I feel that you're failing, or you failed, to that you didn't do it justice. And if you're like drawing a chair and everybody likes, oh, that's a nice onion, and I'm like, I need to explain that this is the feet, the two legs of the chair, and this is the, yeah. Then you fail. So this is just a joke about that I always tell. But I like the pumpkin. I always say this to everybody, and Bacon, that I feel you guys have a lot of courage coloring by hand, because that's something that still didn't learn. I don't have the time at this point, and I have to learn it. And I feel comfortable inking. Of course, I did a lot of mistake in the beginning. I need to do and redo, and that will happen with coloring. So you need a lot of courage to color, and that looked very nice, Bacon. I hope your cousin likes whatever the character's name is you're doing. It's a ghost butler. Okay. Kind of like Alfred. Yeah, I understand, Buttercup. It is scary, because the thing that at this point, I'm very comfortable with the inks, and but the thing with coloring is like, I know I will make a lot of mistakes, and I will have to redo a lot of stuff that I'm doing. And if I draw a piece like this and I start to color it, and I destroy the whole piece, that's more than scary. Or maybe that's my ego talking, I don't know. But I need to learn it though. I will do some quick sketches and start to color, because I color digitally, and it goes very good there. I feel the results are good, and I'm satisfied with the results. And the principle is the same if you do it by hand. So are we talking about drawing here, Bacon? But you've seen how I do my hair, not at home, but when I'm drawing hair on the live sessions. Sometimes I work too fast also. Yeah, and I think I have a tutorial on my channel. I have a couple of them tutorials, how I do hands, and this is by request of people ask for it, and how I do hair, and because I do them very fast, and then I show the fast way that I do hair, hands, and stuff like that. I think positions of the head too, and postures and stuff like that. Well, you know the drill. Whoops. Okay, my friends, that's it. That's it for today. I hope to see you guys. Hopefully tomorrow. Let's see what happens. Whoops, I make a lot of noise as usual. But I hope you guys have a nice Saturday evening, night, or whatever. So take good care of each other. Yeah, have a good one, you too. And stay safe out there, okay?